trouble sleeping, and this has got worse with his ADHD medication.
Yeah, I've got to rest. Between me and you, if it was up to me, I'd work 7 days a week and work every hour that God sent me. Because I wasn't born with £1 million. Yeah, but I know one thing. Yeah, if you work fucking hard, then you can get somewhere in life, innit? I didn't even need to ask you this conversation we're having to know that you do the same. You know what I mean? Some people think 40 hours a week is enough. He doesn't even put butter on the bread.
The city of Manchester City midfielder Rodri has won football's most prestigious prize, the Ballon d'Or. The 28-year-old has stained the fifth seat at the European Championships in this summer and has played an important role in putting City to a fourth consecutive Premier League title. And it is the first time anyone from the Manchester club has won that award. The team chief of Spain and the Barcelona's Atlanta Madrid won the Women's prize for the second year running as keeper of Champions Club City of You're watching a BBC News. Now, a Remembrance Day memorial featuring poppies donated from around the world has gone this.
People are back to Oscar-nominated film too. The Pompadour is perhaps their most famous collaboration. The character now so recognisable he even shows up hidden in the movie.
First one that appeared in the Buffalo was the child going over the sand and snail the whale, and then I did it again, and once I started, people were looking for it, so I had to carry on. There is one in the movie. So this was my sketchbook at the time.
But he started out looking rather near fierce.
Taking on all fours, and I drew him with small eyes and huge claws, and the idea was that he looked a little bit too scary for small children. Yeah, I changed them, and I could some children up and some I hear from parents that they must be taken out of the room at night.
The idea of the sick man came from the gluttonous child sick.
Building in northern Gaza.
Social
The US
services.
Parliament votes to ban the UN's Palestinian Refugee Agency from operating in Israel and the occupied West Bank, drawing international
6 months.
to work in
She
the
hates
occupied
it.
West Bank and Gaza.
And then my ex is calling me like, why does she hate me so much? She's always getting so like the way that I used to be when I was younger. On the estates causing trouble.
Even in London, if an international organization would have participated in a massacre of English people in London, I don't believe it would take 24 hours until the British government would kick them out of the country. When Hamas has stolen more than 50% of the humanitarian good and then sold it in the market to people who couldn't afford it.
Take these actions seriously and that we have not taken action. I mean, what we've seen in this conflict over the past 13 months is all sorts of red lines crossed in terms of the brutality that's been meted out by the civilian population here.
That's Sam Rose from UNRWA in Gaza. Well, I've been talking to our Middle East correspondent here in Jerusalem, Ilan Nel, and asking her what sort of impact this move by the Israeli Parliament and the government will have on the United Nations Refugee Agency.
Well, the Israeli Prime Minister's office is underlining that it says there'll be 3 months before this takes effect, and is going to work in that time, it says, with world partners to try to sort out this aid situation. But if you look at the legislation, there are two parts to it. One which basically bans UNRWA in Israel and in Israeli annexed territory, that's in East Jerusalem. And then there's another part which bans the Israeli authorities from really having anything to do with the organisation. And that's where it's going to have a big impact on Gaza and the West Bank under Israeli military occupation. Because in order to get aid into those places, in order for international staff to move around, that all requires coordination, especially with the Israeli military. And
people have been forced to flee their homes because of this conflict, since the escalation of this conflict 5 weeks ago. And many of these people have left the south of the country, where we've seen this massive campaign by the Israeli military against Hezbollah, not only with intense airstrikes, but also with a ground invasion. So villages in the country now occupied by the Israeli military. Also a huge displacement of residents from the east of the country, from the Bekaa Valley, and also from the city's southern suburbs here in Beirut. Once Hezbollah's hitting hard in the capital, where Hezbollah is based, again now it goes down because of those Israeli airstrikes and also a number of evacuation orders by the Israeli military. So this has obviously put a lot of pressure on the local authorities here. The public services has exacerbated sectarian divisions in this country. And again, the authorities are saying that there's no ceasefire, this conflict continues. Even more pressure on the
Not much, but a lot. Because they don't look after their hair.
To absorb this huge wave of residents.
People that look after their hair and stuff like that, of course, they've got it
You get shape
together.
with the latest hair from
Yeah,
a
because it's hard to look after the hair, isn't it?
Jerusalem throughout the day, and the fallout from that highly controversial move by the Israeli
Yes,
authorities
that's
last
it, man.
night to
That's exactly what I
effectively
wanted.
cut off all ties with the
Thank you.
and that has caused an international outcry. That's it from Jerusalem. Back to you. We're in a day in the studio.
Thanks very much, Ben, for that.
No, she knows she's in trouble. She knows she's in trouble. Yeah, because when I do this and I'm all looking perfect, she knows that my defense is up. We know each other. You know what I mean?
With evidence from doctors and patients groups. This part of the review is focusing on protesters in the community and how medical staff and patients were affected. Today it's hearing from experts in long COVID.